All right. Welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Julius. Good morning, guys. Everyone who is there. It's another day, Tuesday, in the second last week of the year. Yeah, it's what is happening. And yeah, we're about to close up the year. And we're about to. Good morning, guys. We're about to, of course, break for the holidays, for Christmas. I know you guys were good. You're doing good. I know you will make it. We are about to reach the finish line of the year. So we're here now. We're ready for another session of analysis. I hope you guys are ready. Now, as usual, you know the drill, guys. We start with a prayer and then get into the session afterwards. So let's pray. Father, we say thank you for this beautiful morning. Thank you that we are back here. Thank you that you're always part of us as we analyze and as we try to get some setups to make profits out of this online market, Lord. We are so happy that we're about to finish the year, and we know that you're giving us good success even as we end this year. We know we will end it in good health, in good with good sound mind, Lord, and also with even big profits, Lord, because we know you want good things for us. We say thank you, Lord, and we ask of you a perfect setups, perfect entry and exits, Lord God, that we may be aware of them in time and be able to grab this money tonight, even as we trade today. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, so without any further ado, you know, guys, the drill. We start off with Crush 500. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. I really appreciate that. Go ahead, subscribe, go ahead, share, and go ahead and, you know, like. Yeah. So yesterday's Crush 500, let's look at it. I told you yesterday the market was weird. I told you it's likely to be like this the whole of this week. So if today happens to be the same, we may not trade tomorrow. So mark this, because even Deriv sent the email saying we might experience something like this during these days. So if the market happens to be the same like how it was yesterday, this was yesterday right here. This was our lowest point, that was our highest point yesterday, and this is H1 M15. That is how market moved yesterday according to M15, the highest and the lowest yesterday. So it's crazy how the market is, and I may not trade. In fact, yesterday we took only, I think, two trades. Yeah, I think 2 trades the whole of the day, even for us on VIP. All right, so this is what happened yesterday. We said if price decides to break, then it's gonna continue. If it breaks that level, it's gonna continue, and it broke and tested and then continued. But look at the momentum. I can't trade such momentum. Then when it reached here and gave us that higher high according to H1, failed to give us a new high there, but we have a higher low right here on H1. Now the issue with H1, I don't normally trade it, so I decide to take all that. I had said that if price breaks this level here, then we get in with sales and then reach to grab this fair value gap. Is it a fair value gap? Yes, I think according to, yeah, it is on H4, but also there's that one on daily time frame around that level. There's that also on the daily time frame. We got the breakout. Remember, I told you the reason why we are buying heavily The reason why we are buying heavily, let me first delete these for now. I don't need them for now, we will need them later. Is that we all know that we are looking for that. This is a heads and shoulder, so that's why market is very bullish, even though we are seeing low momentum on a lower time frame. But according to higher time frame, it's still very bullish because it's looking for that TP level as regards to the inverted heads and shoulder. Those who are not here, you can as well go back to yesterday's analysis, which was episode 262 for your reference. But as for those who are here, you know that the reason why we were looking for a pullback is to grab liquidity on this breaker broke, because it broke that structure. So we are trying to anticipate a pullback probably to this fair value gap according to daily time frame, or to this on H4, which will be the same according to what we see there. So that's what we are trying to anticipate. So when the market comes and grabs that liquidity, then continues with the buys. But I told you most of the times when market breaks out of the neckline, most of the times it does not do any pullbacks. When it is like a heads and shoulder or a double bottom neckline, something like that, it rarely gives you a pullback before it hits its first TP, and this is our first TP right there. When we are following the inverted heads and shoulder, so we are likely not to see any pullback. But that still doesn't mean that I can try to force in any trade. I don't see how I can force in any trade on H4 right there if it does not make a pullback. So all I have here is one thing, to go to M15 and try to make sense of what I'm seeing. So let's look at M15. The high, the low, then high, then low right there. What does this show us? The buys are continuing still, so nothing here we can do. It's playing games around there. So the only option to do is to trade it, to scalp it. Those who really feel like they can't go, they can't spend a day without trading crash, probably that's their asset, they trade crash only, and they really think they can't go a day or two without trading crash, then you rather scalp it in chart patterns like this, and then make small command and move out. But for an intraday trader, I don't see a way you can trade something like this unless it breaks that level right now. If it breaks that, then you have we may get some business to sell it all the way down here to this fair value gap. But until then, no business here. I don't see any business here unless for scalpers, and they are the only ones that can trade this within this kind of a chart pattern now, and then eventually it will later break and then continue with buys, because we are still very bullish on the daily and the weekly time frame. All right, we leave that on M15. Let's now go to boom 1000. Now I've repeated myself of what I said yesterday on crash 500. I'm not going to repeat what I said yesterday on boom 1000. We are just going to continue where we stopped at yesterday. So boom 1000, right, actually it moved, so we knew that it's gonna continue, and that's what we even wanted according to H4 kind of move. You can see that that's what we need to continue, either grab liquidity within this fair value gap, which is a daily fair value gap after change of character, but also liquidity. We have also that level, which is an order block, but we're looking at price grabbing the stop losses of the early sellers up there. Yeah, but as of now, we see that it is trying to react to, it's reacting to that daily change, fair value gap. That will be the daily fair value gap right there. Right there, that is our daily fair value gap. So if we see it to this, let's go to that. Has it grabbed to 50%? Not really. That means it's still bullish. That means it's still bullish. It's still bullish for now, so we cannot do anything. You can only go back to H4 and look at it a little bit more and see what is not happening. Okay, I see that. So if H4 goes below my 10 MA, I believe, then I'll be ready for the sells. Before I do that, I want to confirm this on M15. Now M15 gives us sort of like a confirmation, and this is what I normally love. On that fair value gap, it gave us a change of character right here on M15. Now it gave us a lower low, then went up, grabbed liquidity above this level where it had given us a change of character, and now we see that it has broken the previous lower, the current lower low. To it's now looking for a new lower low. That is a setup that I can work with. This is a setup that I can work with. In fact, I'm a bit late. I should have made my entry right there when it went below our 10 MA. Now this here is a liquidity, is a stop hunt move right there above that kind of, one may say it's a double top, and one can say it is a change of character right there. Whatever case it is, whatever you choose to use, it is a reversal signal on M15, which is showing us that we are ready for the sells, and which means that this candle on H4 is likely to close as a hammer. All right, so enough of all this. I believe that if I enter now, it's too close now. It's too close, and this H4 is about to close in 9 minutes, so I may wait for it to close, for this H4 to close, then I can enter in the next hour for the sells, because now I've already seen on H1 that is a double top, or whatever you want to call it. It is a change of character right there on H1. On H4 already we have that change of character, we see it, and we have that price has tried to grab liquidity right there. And more so, if I was to use my Fib retracement tool right here, I would clearly see that it has tried to get to that 38.2 zone, which is of course within our premium zone, or what other traders call as is it okay? Sorry guys, I'm just forgetting the other name. It's a premium, and then we have the demand, I mean the supply zone. That means that is our supply zone where price has reached. That was a supply zone above our 50% on Fib. So it is a good thing, but it will be very good actually when price goes below our 10 MA on H4. That will be perfect. That means this level for us will have given us a perfect entry for sales to bring them all the way down below. This will be like a swing move for the swing traders to push it all the way down below, and it will also be a good one for the intraday traders. So right now I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna wait for H4 to close and look at it afterwards. Boom 500. So are we likely to sell today? Boom 1,000. Just have your fingers crossed. Anything is about to happen. Something good is about to happen once it gives us one more confirmation in the next H4. All right, so H4, I mean boom 500. If we go back, okay, let's first delete this. Let's first delete that. Okay, so we wanted buys. Let's go to daily time frame. We wanted buys here. So why did I not enter? This was Sunday here when it gave us a change of character, a short pullback, then started to give us higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we were here yesterday. We go to M15, zoom out a bit. All right, it broke this level, then tested. So we missed this entry. I was not focusing on boom 500 yesterday, but that was an entry. After that breakout, then this pullback retest was perfect for the entry yesterday. I don't want to tell you that I was focusing on boom. I didn't even, after the analysis, I never opened it again. So this was what time? That is 14, 15, 16 at 4. At 4 I was in class. I was having a class that I was teaching for the Forex. So yeah, I missed that at 4. That was a pullback, perfect pullback for our entry. Why? Because price had broken out of this confluence area, which was sort of like a resistance right here. You can see that. And then breakout, pullback, perfect entry. Pullback after giving you a higher high. Your stop loss, pull them here into profits, and then continue with it when it gave you that confirmation again. And look at what happened afterward. Wow, this was a good trade. It was a good trade right there. That was a good trade. I wanted to sell it late night. I think that's when I went back into it. I sold it, but I did not put my stop loss, so it came and took me out after. That was late night, I think at 1 or midnight there. Although I had used a small lot size, it's no big deal here. So let's see now what we are looking at. So it came back to that level, reacted around it, and then broke it and continued with buys. So it is actually continuing just like we anticipated. And now what is happening according to H4? Zoom out a bit. According to H4, first delete these. All right, so let's go to H4. All right, daily. Okay, now look at this. This is interesting. According to daily, we should be looking for sales. Yeah, according to daily time frame. According to weekly time frame, look at where we have reached, and look at that previous week. It closed with rejection from sellers. You can see that it closed with rejection from sellers, but weekly time frame clearly is looking for more sales. In fact, if you zoom out a bit, it's looking for sales. This is where we saw the change of character right about there, and then it started to buy, but it left this liquidity here, and we know that price is likely to come back for this liquidity, or to at least look for a retracement level according to Fib, which will be around this candle here, around this level right there, around this. Around that level, you can see that that level there. So that would be the likely level price to react back to on this fair value gap, and then continue with buys later in another week, but not in another week. No, this can happen next year actually, because according to weekly it is looking for sales. If you zoom out now, according to daily time frame, we're already looking for sales. And this here, I want to delete this now. Right where we are is a resistance. As you clearly see it, it is sort of a resistance. Let me draw these two only. It is a resistance right there, and it can easily become my shoulder level. What am I meaning? This here where we are, this level here would be my neckline. This can easily be my left shoulder. This can easily be my right shoulder. Now this is according to daily. According to H4, I see rejection coming in right there, and it can easily start to drop down into sales and giving me my perfect entry for the sales to go down again. Now according to H4, I need buys. Looking at when I'm zooming out and even when I'm not zoomed out, I clearly see that from the CCI signal, it's clearly showing us that we need buys. But we have rejection, and that is a resistance area right there from the left, as you can see. So what is it going to be? If I go to H1, I clearly see that I also need buys, but there are some sales coming in through when you're zoomed out, when you're zoomed in, and I need sales on M15. Now this is where things get interesting. Now if I go to H4, I see rejection from the previous candle. Remember, now we have started a new H4 candle. Now if this H4 candle closes as a sell, I believe M15 no, this is what I'm going to do. If M15 gives me something like this, now this is a change of character, so if it gives me something like this and breaks out here and then gives me a pullback like that, I'll be making my perfect entry to sell. Now this may happen today, this may not happen today, it may play around games and what have you, but I believe we are likely to see some sales, and this will be like a heads and shoulder kind of thing, kind of trade according to H4 and the daily time frame. That means if that happens, this will be our target. From there, this will be our target right to that level, which I told you is a fib retracement level right about there. That's where the target from the heads and shoulder will be putting us right there. That's where we'll be landing after that heads and shoulder move. So looking at daily time frame, it has just closed, gone above our 10 MA. So what are we going to do? If M15 gives me this, I'm going to be entering my sales anytime. I'm going to be entering my sales, and it's likely to give it to me according to what I've just seen on daily and on H1. All right, so that's it on Boom 500. Let's rush to V25S. Now V25S, we made money yesterday. Vol 25S, we made money yesterday. This was an entry that I shared with you here before we left the session, and let me look for it. Yeah, this was the thing. So this was it right there. After showing you this, this kind of a structure, I showed you that I made my entry right there, and it did not. I had my stop loss right here, those who remember, My stop loss was just there. I told you it's gonna hit our target right there. That was my target, so it hit it and then started to drop again. Yeah, so I had not, by that time I had not drawn these other trend lines. Actually I drew them this this morning, this trend line there, because I had no this point. By that time we had not gotten this point here, so I could not do anything there. Yes, it was a resistance area there, so if I had seen that, actually I would have made more sales to bring it all the way down below. But that's what really happened. Grabbed the liquidity up there and then came for this resistance, reacted to that resistance, and then went all the way back into sales. And now we don't need everything right here, we just need some of it. And after breaking that, I don't know why I had, oh yes, I had seen this as a chain, as a heads and shoulder, this being the left shoulder, this being the right shoulder. You can see this was the neckline, so I had already anticipated the price was coming to this level even before I got this trend line. Why do I have this? Where had I seen it? Because it's not even the same. All right, anyways, so that's what happened yesterday, and now we delete this, remove history. Congrats on the profits there. Let's rush to H4. Remember, I still holding the other entry I told you. I'm still holding it. It's a sell move. It needs to come here, and that means I can break even. Yeah, but I can bring it all the way here. We are still in small floating losses, not big, because I had used a smallest lot size, so it's not big deal here. So if I go to H4, I see price failed to give us a new high there, then it started to drop, and it has not yet given us a change of character yet. It should be happening on this current H4 because price is below a 10 MA there. So hopefully this H4 is a sell. In fact, it is a sell. It is a sell candle. H4, this H4, it's gonna be a sell candle. It's going to be a sell candle, and then after that it will look for something like that according to the rules of H4, and then after that it will drop according to daily. So this here, then that there, like that, it will drop. It will drop according to daily time frame. So H4, we need that after reaching this trend line. So all we need now is an entry on M15 to sell this. So can we sell it? I think we can, knowing that we have this trend line down below here. So why is it a problem now? Price is below our 10 MA on H1. It is below our 10 MA on M30. It is below our 10 MA on M15. So why is it a bit crazy for me to enter now? Now I'm gonna enter here, and my stop loss is gonna be here when it pulled back to give me this high. So I'm gonna enter now. I'm not going to waste time here. Just gonna enter. I'm entering according to H4, not according to M15, but I'm having my stop loss according to M15. Remember that. I'm entering this, and my TP is just gonna be around there when it is looking for this trend line. So I can look for a 1 to 2 only a 1 to 2 is enough on this trade. If I can get that, I'll be okay. If it is not enough, I may move out of it. 1 to 2 is enough. Will I be able to get it? I hope so. Yeah, I think we may get it actually. Alright, so that's it for me on this asset. I'm gonna be waiting for this move to come here, and clearly this was the last move before it did that. So if it is coming there, that will be the target right about there. You can clearly see. So yeah, if it breaks this level, it's coming all the way down to this. Alright, so I've locked in my sells on V25s. I'm not using this signal that I'm getting on CCI and RSI. I'm just following a new H4 that has just started from the previous high momentum sell candle on H4 right there. That is big momentum to just push back and react back. Now it's just going to continue selling into this flag just like we see it right there. So that's it. That's the reason why I've entered there. And now let's head over to V75. Good morning, Desmond. Good morning, Lucy. How are you guys? Alright, V75. Let me know where you're streaming from, which district, which country, probably if you're in a different country. Most of us are in Uganda, so let me know. Alright, V75. Okay, yesterday we saw this break of structure, and then it came to this level, to that support on H4 as you can see it. But then I told you I will only make decisions if it breaks this level, and clearly it gave us sort of like a fake breakout, you can see. So this was like a fake break of structure down below here. This was a breakout, but this is the last low that we saw, so it was very important for us to wait for it. So now I can delete that, I don't need it. It broke it, but then after went back into it. Looking at H4 on CCI, you clearly see that we are oversold. If you zoom out a bit, we are not yet oversold. Why? Because price is below our 10 MA, as you clearly see it. If I go to daily time frame, I'm looking for buys already. I need buys. That's what we've been looking for some good time, even though we see that sales have been taking shape over the last 1 week. As you can see, those daily candles there, it's like a whole week of sales there. If I go to weekly, it's quite weird. Don't even dare go to weekly. Let's now use H1 and H4, H1 and M15. Looking at yesterday, look at yesterday. This was part of yesterday. After giving us this fake breakout, came, tried to break that, but it failed. This is no break of structure right there. That is no break of structure. After giving us this lower low, this is no break of structure to give us a new lower low. Now clearly, if we see this, that is a change of character as we speak. On M15, on H1, that is a change of character that we are seeing on H1. I believe it will be the same even on M15. On M15 it will be this. On M15 it will be this here, right there. So we see a change of character. So this means that I have no business here. The only business I will have with it is when it does a pullback, when it gives me a pullback. In fact, I see a confluence area right here, so this will be maybe may be something. If price gets enough momentum and breaks it, then I know it will try to look for that and then give me this. It can as well react from there, from this level right there, and then it gives me that. But as for now, I have no business with this asset. I cannot enter buys. I'm led to enter that according to M5 when it broke this level. When it broke that, I was led to make that entry according to M5. So no business right now. Alright, I think that's it. We will be looking for buys, but only and only if we get pullback after price probably breaking this confluence area on M15. Then we can come in with some buys, and probably according to H4 it can easily confirm this, what we're seeing here, which will be like a sort of a change of character according to H4, right about there. This is a low, high, then low, like that. So that's why I'm considering it. This can easily be a perfect level for our buy moves to go all the way back into buys and push even all the way to break this level, this resistance level that we have here, right there. All right, so that's enough on V75. Let's go for jump. Jump 50. Alright, so jump. Oh wow, Desmond is in Mogadishu. How is Mogadishu, Desmond? Is it cold like Uganda? You guys having some rain there? It's rainy here. It's chilly. It's a chilly morning as we speak. Alright, so this is jump 50. So yesterday, let's go to H1. Yesterday I knew this was going to come, but it played games for so long that I couldn't get a setup to enter any sells. So because I saw this, I was looking for that. I knew it was going to do it, but look at that. It gave that kind of fake breakout, and then later gave us, actually this would have been the entry right there when it did that, to actually enter this kind of a sell. By the time I left the charts yesterday, it had not given me this on jump 20, on jump 50. This was supposed to be the entry. It was still very bullish, just like I had told my guys on VIP that jump 50 was still very bearish. So right about now, we don't need everything right here. Delete all this, and now we clearly see that it came to this support. All right, even gave a fake breakout, and now it has broken back into buys. Surprisingly, I don't feel it. I feel like it's looking for, this is a lower low, should be feel like it's looking for a lower high. But on H1 it's not the case. On H1 it's not the case. I mean on H4. On H1 it is the case. M15, I want to see this M15. Okay. Buys are strong on M15. And then there's a confluence area right here where price has reached. So is it going to break it now, or it's gonna first come down again for sales? It's gonna come down again for sales, that's for sure. So let's go to H1. H1, what are we seeing? We see that we've been looking for sales and it's not yet ready to get back into buys. According to H1, we are still looking for sales. So I think I'm gonna sell from that level if I get a perfect entry on M5. I'm gonna enter sales on that level if I get a perfect entry on M5. This is gonna be like a sniper entry I will be looking for. It's gonna be a sniper entry I will be looking for, even on M1. Yeah, it's gonna be a sniper if I get it perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna be selling from there, probably to this support level again. But if I go to H4, I want to look at H4. This was our lower low. Okay, this is price action, a break of structure, lower low. Can we consider this as a lower high? I think we can. Lower high there, then low, a low there, then change of character right there. That's where we saw a change of character according to H4, because the lower high here was taken out by this move to give us a higher high. So this move here is a higher low according to H4. So that means we are coming in with a higher high according to H4. It's gonna come in with a higher high. This is the move that we are currently seeing to grab liquidity on that daily fair value gap, and after that we will drop down according to H4, according to daily time frame. That's what we had anticipated, but is it what we will see? Maybe, maybe not. So let's wait. So I said I want to sell this on M5. If I get a reversal signal on M5, it is going to be automatic entry for sales. I'll sell it short, probably according to M15. I will be looking for something like my TP around such an area. That will be my TP, not all the way here. This will be my TP according to M15. If I sell it, if I get a perfect entry on M5, I will sell it all the way here, and then we may get enough momentum from this level to actually continue with buys, just like we've seen on M15 on H4. So that is my clear setup. That is my clear setup right here. This is gonna be my clear setup there for the sell, then breakout from that confluence area to continue with buys according to H4. All right, that's it. Let's now drop to jump. Let's now drop to jump 25. Okay, I see Felix says, by the way, Dan, I'm in your area right now. Which area? In my home village, Kavale, or in Barua? Because I stay in Barua. All right. Julius says, of course, Julius, for him, I know is in Ginger. As always, how is Ginger? Is it still hot, or you guys are also getting some rain? I know you guys should be having the same weather like us in Ginger, I believe so. All right, J25. All right, this did not play out like we had anticipated yesterday. Weird. Oh, it's me who did what I was broke down. Okay, this was a change of character here. Played games, then continued with a downtrend. So why? Oh yeah, this, it failed to break this resistance. Yeah, that's the reason why it had to come down. It's looking for enough momentum to break it and continue there. So this was a no-go for us yesterday. We did not trade it. but I was anticipating buys from this level. So the buys happened for 2 candles, H1 candles, with a rejection there. So that rejection was enough to actually show that price is going to actually continue down. So that was a signal for us not to enter this trade because of that rejection that you can't see there. So for now, we delete all this. We delete all this also. We know I've deleted what I was supposed not to delete. Nevertheless, I can draw this now. I can draw this now because I've now seen something else. And also I can do this right here. So for that case, I know price is coming right here, so we are still selling. All right, we are still selling. According to daily, we are actually very bearish according to daily time frame. According to H4, we are still selling. We are bearish also. The new H4 started, and I can easily enter sales now. Can I? Let me see on M15. I don't think I have an entry, not really, because on M15, in fact, I have a change of character into the buys, into an uptrend. That is it right there. Pull back here, but it has met a confluence area right about there. Is it going to break it now? We wait and see. If it fails to break it, then it can as well drop down for the sell. It can as well drop down into sells. Looking at this right here on H1, this will be the break of structure, and then the lower low, then the lower high up there to drop down later. So we can wait for this current H1 to close, which will close at midday, and then probably the next H1 should be a sell move candle, and clearly we may get a sniper, like I told you. Even on the other asset, we may get a sniper entry on M5 when it gives us this, when it breaks that level to give you a change of character on M5. It could be your perfect sniper entry for this kind of a sell. All right, so I think we are in clear. I'm still looking for sells. According to H4 and according to daily, and these sells are likely to bring us right to this trend line. Remember, according to daily, we are still very bearish. We left only that liquidity up there. I don't think we will see, since it is consolidating within this kind of a flag on the daily time frame. I believe we may see H4 reach here, and probably it may as well break and continue selling according to daily time frame. But be assured that H4 is still selling. You just have to zoom out a bit and you will see that happening. So we are still selling H4, so we wait for this kind of a move. I've said you can wait for a perfect entry on M5 to make that sniper entry if it breaks that level for a perfect sell. All right, so that's it on J25. Let's now go to J10. Sorry guys, I forgot to change the name there. So we are going to J10. Oh, see, Julius says Felix says he's in Namgongo. Oh, that is near me actually. Wow. How is Namugongo? You have a project there? You're a guy of projects. You might be having a project there. It's cool too. Christmas moods continue to take control. Invite me for Christmas, Julius. Invite me. Do you have a turkey? Are you preparing a turkey? We are in a Thanksgiving season, and of course Christmas. So turkey and with Thanksgiving together with Christmas, it is a good deal. It is a good deal. So you can invite me. You guys can invite me. Oh, you stayed in Barra for good years, 2007 and up to 2014. That's 7 years. Wow. Yeah, I've been here for 4 years, I believe. 4 years, 5 years in Barra. So yeah, I get it. All right, guys, it's good to hear from you guys. It's good. Invite me for Christmas, guys. Invite me. J10, let's wrap. This is our second last asset, J10. Let's look at it. D1. All right, we wanted sales. In fact, it followed our analysis. Let's see if what happened yesterday. All right, yes, so yesterday played games, a lot of games. In fact, it took some of my money, but I also recovered from it took some of my money right here. This is the thing, let me show it to you. So I had my entries right there. I had sales first. We were looking for sales to come down. It failed to sell, played games there, and then took our sales, our stop losses right there with my guys on VIP. Then it sold. The sale that we were looking for, it sold after that, after taking us out. You can see it sold and then took us out. And then I had another entry here for the buys. Then that's what I recovered with right there. I had an entry there. I think it was even it was my second entry. So I recovered that loss, but then I had other limit orders on this OB right there. You can clearly see that I had those limit orders that were, for the most of the night, they were in profits. You can see. So before I slept, I put them into break even, into profits, and then I went to sleep. And to come back, it had still played games like that, and then dropped and took me out on profit. So at the end of the day, I did not make a loss here, but I believe my guys on VIP may not have recovered. So today we will recover the loss we made on J10. Those are the only 2 trades we traded yesterday. It was crazy. The market was crazy. This was full of manipulation, as you can clearly see it. So now we want to deal with it tonight. So let's look at it. Let's look at it afresh. So this is daily. We know that it is coming for this right about there. Yeah, it's coming for that. So in fact, now you can do what? We can change its line to solid line. All right, so it's coming here according to daily, and we are still selling. We are still very bearish. According to weekly, we are selling heavily. We are selling heavily still. So let's go to H4. So what is happening to H4? H4 is still selling. It wants to come to this trend line. Of course, we have also this order block, which will be a support once reached. So it's already a support. So we have this support right here because of these devils that touched that OB. So it's a support already. So we know it's coming to this level. So what happens after that? After that, we see a breakout. After that, we are going to see a breakout because price has already grabbed that liquidity from that OB. So it's going to be a breakout to continue. Will it just break out like that? I believe it may just break out because I don't see big liquidity left back apart from this fair value gap, which may not be a valid one to be considered. It may not be. So we can wait for price to reach this. Once it reaches this this support, maybe we may see this and then a drop down to break out. maybe. Why am I saying maybe? Let me show you on H1, I mean H4, using our fib. So that would be that can easily be the supply zone. That can easily be the supply zone to push for more sales. But now we have a support. This is a demand zone. Just like you guys know, this is a demand zone. Supports are demand zones. So we have a demand zone. And to show you this is a change of character here on H4. And now we have a lower low, a lower high. It's looking for a lower low. So it can easily take us all the way back there and then get enough momentum to drop and break this support to continue with a downtrend. So that's how I'm going to be anticipating this. So for now, I'm going to delete this. I'll just be anticipating this on H4. But let's now roll down to M15 and see what is happening. M15 is weird. I may not trade anything on M15. In fact, I may not trade anything at all until price reaches this level. So that's it. I'm not trading anything on J10 until price gets to this support, and probably I wait for buys on that level. Lastly is gold. Let's wrap it up with gold. We have about, we're already late by 5 minutes. All right, gold. So gold, I told you yesterday I was anticipating this to break. If it gave us this, I would continue with some sales, but we had already seen a weak high, so I told you it can easily continue with buys. Those who remember that, and that's why I have that arrow there on the daily to show you that when it breaks, it can easily continue with highs, and that's what happened. So it broke that level, and with a good momentum, by the way. Wow, according to H4, that was good momentum. Look at that. So it broke that, gave us a break of structure. We tested right here on H1, and then look at that, what followed. And now it has also given us a new higher high, a higher low. Now it's continuing with buys. Now this tells me that I may not trade this asset for some good time. First delete all this, even this right here. So go back to H4. So go to weekly time frame. So now we are trading according to weekly. Why? Because this is a break of structure there. This is a higher high, higher low. That is a break of structure. Now this week has actually started perfectly without even a week. Look at that. There's no week at all. No week at all. So it's a perfect. This is a Malibuzu candle on daily time frame. That is a Malibuzu candle on a daily time frame. Look at that. That candle that broke out. So that shows you a strong momentum coming in from buyers. That is a Malibuzu candle. That means we are still very, very bullish. You cannot do anything unless you have some more reasons why you are looking for sales, unless it does give you a pullback. But for now, I don't think it's going to give us a pullback. According to higher time frames, it's just going to first push. It's going to first push. If we are to use monthly, we've never gotten to this level in history. I don't think we've ever reached that price ever. So this price of gold is currently skyrocketed, and we cannot do anything. We don't have previous data to work with. Oh, what about this? What about this? What is that? Okay, I don't have that data, but then I see I had marked it. I see I had marked it all the way to 5,000. Am I crazy? It's weird. I can't say that I don't remember this line, but I see I drew it, so that might be our next resistance level or point of interest right there. I don't know why I drew that there, so I don't have an explanation to that, guys. I don't have an explanation to that, but what I can say to you, that is a Malibuzu candle right there, and clearly we have a strong buys continue. So I may not trade this asset for some good days. If I don't see a pullback, I may not trade it, because this is a higher high on the weekly time frame, higher high, higher low. Now it's looking for a higher high, so it's crazy to trade it for now. Yeah, but looking at a brighter side on not this is a weak high, so it can easily be taken out still. So either way, no business. Price can easily break that and continue with buys, even though we see a change of character on M5 right there. It can easily be broken and continue, but if it fails to break it, then it can as well drop down according to M5 to look for a pullback. So you can only look for some entries on M5 to trade this asset, not on any other time frame, not even on M15. M5 and M1 is where you can scalp this asset from and make some money here and there, but be assured that you can also make some losses if you don't be careful with your entries. Yeah, he should you guys, Mogadishu, I don't think I've ever been to Mogadishu, so yeah, he should invite us to Mogadishu. What's the best food in Mogadishu? Desmond, what is the best food in Mogadishu? All right, so let's now wrap it up with our recap, and then we call it a day. Let's call it a day. The market is still slow, guys. It's still slow, apart from a few assets that we've seen that we can work with. So let's start with Crash 500. I told you we are in this kind of a pattern. We can only enter sales if price breaks this level. That's what I'm looking for. If price breaks this level, then we come in with our sales, but until then, no business. You can only trade it within M5 and M15. Just like I told you it was coming to this trend line, and look at that now. It is now going back into buys, so it's coming there to that trend line. So that's how you can only trade it. Until then, we need sales to break this level for us to enter sales, because we clearly realized we are looking for sells more than buys, apparently. Boom 1000. Okay, so it broke that level, gave us a fake. I told you we are supposed to enter sales from there, because that was a perfect sell setup for me that I normally love to see. So that happened, but now we have a break of structure. It has given us a lower low, so it's looking for a lower high, and then it will drop to come to this to give us a new lower low onto that level, which may be a support later. So are we in for that? I think we are in for that. A new H4 started. This can be easily a week, or we can wait for this H1 to close and then we come in with our sells, because I believe the next H1 is gonna be a sell. It's gonna be a sell. For me to confirm that, I can easily do this and see where price is going to react all the way back to. So I believe it can easily come to that, and then we drop for the sell. So let me wait for this on Boom 1000. Boom 500, it has failed to do that. It's playing around games here, so I think we can enter sales right now. I think we can, since we started a new H1, and this on M5 was like a change of character. Let's wait for this candle to close. I think if it closes below this level, we are in business. If it closes below this level, we are in business. If it closes below that level, we will be in business. We will be in business. We will be selling. If it closes below this, it's an automatic sell opportunity for us. All right, that is boom 500 for us there. V25s. Okay, it took me out. Surprisingly, what changed? That's not good. That's not good. So my first trade has been taken out, so I only have two more trades that I can work with today. If I get one more and it is perfect, I may not trade again. So yeah, my first trade is a loss. That's not good. What is it looking for up there? Was it my quick entry that I was not supposed to do? I think it was. That is our previous high. This is our low here, so I think it was. Okay, it has taken me out. I'll wait and see if it will give me another entry, but most of the times if I lose on an asset, I don't normally want to trade it again in that day, so I may not trade it unless it gives me a reason to trade it again. So that is a bad start of the day. That is a loss from me there. I will wait and see. We may get a perfect entry on boom 500. We may get a good entry on boom 500. So let's wait and see. All right, so V75, for it, it's still playing games. All I need is a pullback. Oh, it has started to look for a pullback. It has started to look for a pullback. Will it give us what we need? I hope it does, so we can enter buys, because the general trend is a buy. J50, it has also started to give us a pullback, just like we wanted to come here, and then we can enter buys to break this support, this resistance. All right, perfect. Some of those are trying to work just like we wanted. This has failed to break this. Instead, J25 has decided to break out right there. It's a fake breakout on M15, so let's wait and see. It's a fake breakout on M15, but on M5 it is a breakout. So, and it is overbought, so meaning it can as well be a fake breakout and drop down for sales, just like we had anticipated in the first place. So we leave it for now. J10, we need it right here so we can see if we can get buys as a pullback move to go all the way there before it gets enough momentum to break this support level. And lastly is gold. Gold is a no-go for me for some good days, unless if it gives me an entry on M5, which I rarely do on trade gold on M5. I rarely do trade gold on M5, so I might not trade it. I might not trade it at all. Gold. Oh. But if it does break this level, it could be an opportunity for me to sell it. Okay, let's hold on. Let's have a finger crossed. I cannot enter any buys. I can only look for a pullback just like that, but if it breaks out, then I have no entry unless I see when it has finished to give us a higher high and then a drop for a higher low. The previous H4 candle was a flying doji. It's a dragonfly, whatever you want to call it. So that clearly tells us that we are still very bullish. It's gonna continue with buys. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time with me. And remember, we've just made the loss there. It was my bad. I did not use the fib to understand where price is likely to come back to. I did not use that, so it had not even reached our supply zone there. That is our supply zone. Actually, this one right here, everything that is above 50%, that is supply zone. So it had not reached our supply zone, and that's why we were taken out right there. That's why we were taken out. Right there. And now all I need is to get another perfect entry, probably on M5, because we need it. We were looking for this simple trade to come to this trend line. That's what we were looking for. That is a trade we are looking for. Small, simple trade, and then we are out. So that's what we wanted, but clearly we couldn't get it. So right now I may not enter it unless price actually breaks here. So that is it for me. I'm out of V25s. I will wait. These other trades, they are likely to happen later, not now. All right, let me wish you guys a good day. Hope you had a great time with me. Bye bye.